Fucking hell. How long has it been? But it's happening. It's happening, guys. So if you guys didn't know, Bungie put out their weekly update for the 16th of July, and it was tasty. I mean, it's the tastiest one there's been in a while. And they addressed weapon balancing, which is amazing, and I'm happy. It's cheered me up a bit. But for those who don't want to go read the whole paragraph of all the updates or whatnot, I'm just going to put basically all the stuff you want to know or like need to know in this video. It's just going to briefly go over everything so you don't have to read it. So yeah, let's start off with the first thing. So it started off talking about auto rifles. They did mention how like auto rifles were not like used at all, and I noticed this, all my friends noticed this, that they were not viable in PvP, not viable even in PvE, just because the damage output is just so, it just felt like nothingness. So yeah, so this is what they've said about this. So basically all they're going to do is just increase the base weapon damage, make it viable at close to medium range like it should be. They're going to boost the damage by 10% when playing PvE, but they are going to make a small reduction in the base stability of the weapons, so that when you're firing the weapons at long range, it requires a bit more gun skill and recoil prediction to hit the precision shots. So by boosting the damage, they're trying to make it balanced so that the damage doesn't go too far in it becoming an auto scout rifle. So that's that. I'm glad that they've addressed that, and maybe we'll see when the update actually rolls out if auto rifles will be usable. So that's cool. Let's move on to pulse rifles. This is what they talked about next. So pulse rifles are just increasing magazine size. They're reducing the damage of some of the medium rate of fire weapons, but they want to kind of make the weapon powerful, but they want you to control the weapon at more of a long range, so that it's not so easy to get the 3 burst headshots. So I don't really use pulse rifles, other than the Red Death really, but if this update makes them fun to use or better to use, maybe I'll start using them. So next up they talk about scout rifles. So what they want to do here is just increase the base damage for medium to high fire rate scout rifles, increase the magazine size, reduce the accuracy when firing from the hip, and also boost the damage by 5% when fighting in PvE. Now I've noticed this when I was using the NL Shadow, really high fire rate scout rifle, really fun to use, but the damage just wasn't there, so it just kind of put me off ever using it. So once this update comes out, maybe I might dust it off and get it out of the vault, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, up next, hand cannons, a fan favourite. Although this doesn't cover the exotics, I'll be covering the exotics near the end of this video. This is just an overall hand cannon balancing type thing. They're just trying to make them not as lethal at long range by reducing the ADS accuracy, reducing the final accuracy when firing from the hip. Magazine size is going to be decreased, and for the optics they're just trying to favour the width more than the depth, so that you can't really use it as a sniper. Oh, and another fan favourite, shotguns. We know how crazy they have become. Sniper shotguns, Felwinter's Lie, Party Crasher, Matador, Judgment, all of it. It's too good for Crucible. So here's what they're planning to do. Now, the 2 perks that everyone used on the shotguns were Shot Package and Rangefinder. Now, they are addressing this by reducing the accuracy of Shot Package by 30%, and Rangefinder now adds a 5% range increase instead of what it was as a 20%. Now other than this, they just want to reduce the headshot multipliers, and they want to reduce the damage against the AI, so in PvE they aren't as effective. So hopefully that's going to sort out our sniper shotguns. Now the next one is fusion rifles. I don't really care for fusion rifles, and never really have, but let's have a look at what they're doing. So it appears they're just trying to work out the range values for these weapons. They want to make the slow charging high impact fusion rifles have a decreased range, but they're trying to improve the accuracy for short range fusion rifles, but reduce the accuracy for long range fusion rifles. They're just trying to balance out the difference between the long range ones and the short range ones. I've never really been a fan of them. I'm sure some of you out there are, and I'm sure some of you appreciate that that's going to be fixed. And here comes one of the most annoying things in the game: final round sniper rifles. So this is how they're going to fix that. final round when used on sniper rifles, this is only affecting final round on sniper rifles. The buff only boosts precision damage, so you're not going to get body shots that one-hit kill. They're kind of making the final round perk only viable in PvE, and they're just keeping sniper rifles, in PvP. And that's how it should have been. Headshot, one insta kill, body shot, two-shot kill. That's just how a sniper works in most games that are like Destiny. Like Halo, if you get a sniper body shot, it's 2 shots, headshots 1 shot. So no one-shot body shots. This is great news. Rocket launchers is the last thing on the list. They want to increase the blast radius, but the grenades and horseshoes proximity detonation, they want to reduce it. I had noticed that a few of the rocket launcher kills were quite a distance from the person I was aiming at, but proximity still detonated and still got me the kill. So it's been addressed, and that's getting fixed. But now we can move on to the exotic weapons and what the fuck they're going to do about the Thorn. So Thorn has been the biggest problem to me. It seems that everyone in PvP had to use one. Even I used it. I had to lower my standards just so I could compete. It was either that or the last word and shotguns and that. So, but it had been a problem for a while. So this is what they're planning to do about it. So the damage over time for the Thorn in PvP, I believe, was 7. So you'd hit someone, precision shot for like 93, I believe. And then every tick, that person would get damaged for 7. So now they want to roughly reduce that by a third, which is going to make it do the damage of like 2 instead of 7, which is significantly reduced, meaning that it's not going to do so much damage when they're burning. But they also want the damage over time to stack up to 5. So if you hit the person 5 times, it's going to stack 5 times. So I'm guessing this is going to be more of a PvE like point of view, because if you've hit someone 5 times with a Thorn in PvP and they're not dead, I'm not sure what's happening. So you normally hit someone in PvP twice, 3 times with a Thorn, and if it's going to stack 3 times, I'm not sure how they're planning to scale it in PvP, because if you're stacking it twice, isn't it going to do like 4 damage, and then 3 is going to, you're going back up to 6 damage a second. I'm not sure how it's going to work, so we're going to have to just wait for the update for that one. Now I'm not sure if I want to lay this one down. Quite a few people could get hurt in the process if I lay this down, but I'm going to do it. Galley, I said it, yep, the beloved Galley. Our Gallahorn, the Wolfpack rounds, are getting a damage reduction. Now, as much as I love the Gallahorn, it was a bit powerful. Everyone had one and everyone used one because it was so powerful. I am sad that our baby is getting a damage reduction, but in a way, if it makes for a better Destiny, it has to be done. I almost forgot about the last word. Basically what they want to do with that weapon is make it less effective at the long range, and they want to make the stability a lot less. So they're reducing the range stat to 10 was 20, they're reducing the stability to 20 was 30, reducing the effectiveness of the range when aiming down sights, but they're increasing the accuracy and precision damage when firing from the hip. And they've also fixed that like shitty little bug where the hip fire multiplier would work when aiming down the sight. I don't know how that glitch exactly worked, but it happened, so that's getting fixed. But they're fiddling with our icebreaker too. They're making the icebreaker rounds recharge every 8 seconds instead of every 5, so you're going to be waiting around even longer for that ammo. Didn't really see this as a problem, but obviously it is, and that's getting tampered with. Now for you PlayStation fans and that, I am not, I play on an Xbox, but I'm covering this anyway. The Hawk Moon seemed to be a problem when playing on the PlayStation. Basically they're just changing all the damages up, adding 2 rounds to the Hawk Moon's magazine when holding aces as unlocked. Luck in the chamber damage is reduced by 3%, and they're fixing the the stacking of Luck in the Chamber and holding aces so that you're not going to get a one-hit kill on full health players in PvP. Now, I don't play PlayStation, but I've heard that the Hawk Moon was quite a problem. Now to quickly touch on the Black Hammer, because it's got its own little section in this update. Increasing the ammo in your inventory to 18 rounds, and the White Nail perk now doesn't spring ammo from thin air, it actually comes from infantry, so when you hit the 3 precision shots, the ammo will go straight into your clip from your infantry instead of coming out of nowhere. So, yeah. I don't think I've ever used Hard Light, but they're updating it, because it's never been viable, but it might be now. They're increasing the stability to 80, was 65, increasing the bounce count of Hard Light projectiles, and Hard Light projectiles are not affected by damage fall off, so this could be a really powerful weapon by the sounds of it. And also the Hard Light is a pretty cool weapon, it's just never ever been used by anyone, I don't think, because it sucks. Gonna finish up here with No Land Beyond. It's always a fun gun to use if you've got a group of friends trying to like do trials with it or something. It is fun. So here's what they want to do with it. Increase the weapon handling speed for faster time to aim, ready and stow. Adjust to fix the overlap parallax issue while aimed. Increase the time of decay of the master to 8 seconds. And add an additional 20% precision damage bonus while the master is active. So could this possibly make the gun good at all? Because at the moment it's good because they have to keep the specifications of a sniper gun. Like, you can't have a one-shot body shot, it has to be one-shot headshot, two-shot body shot, otherwise it's just going to break the system again. But the problem I have with it is because it's that really old iron sight look to it, which is a cool weapon design. For the iron sight that it's got, I feel that I'm way too close to it, and if the screen was a bit zoomed out when I ADS'd, I would use it a lot more. It's just that the way it feels when you aim down a sight, it's just a bit, I don't enjoy it. So that's my problem with the gun. Anyway, this video is dragging on a bit. I didn't really intend for it to drag on this long, I was just trying to explain the weapon updates. There's a couple of bits I've missed out, but I'll pop a link in the description for the Bungie weekly update, so if you wanted to read any of it yourself. I have missed out a couple of paragraphs about future weapon perks and just how they're gonna like reduce the base range of shotguns for the Taken King shotguns. But yeah, that'll be in the description. If you've made it this far, I'm amazed. I'm not gonna ask you guys to subscribe because that's entirely your choice. Kind of depends whether you think I'm a complete cock or not. So yeah, I will see you guys later.